Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue pour cet avant-dernier match du week-end qui va opposer Crime City, donc Malmö, aux Duchesses, donc Nantes. Je vais donc vous annoncer nos superbes rosters. Hi everyone, welcome for not the last jam but almost of the weekend. We will see Crime City Malmö against les Duchesses Nantes. So for Crime City we have 0030 Daimower, 046 Rebella, 07 Nasty, 11 ah no, they are not 11, 112 Polytrauma, 14 Spino, 163 Yas, 19 Hungry Swan, 2 Nordberg, 23 Reno, 474 Wolf, 5 Lil Mad, 666 Anna Satana, 7 Wilma, 800 Sky Queen, and 90 Vanilla Slice. And for Nantes, les Duchesses, nous avons 0008 Xarine, 0082 Adele Rainbow, 035 Flashy Strike, 11 Valère, 113 Cockard, 12 Adrenalines, 1312 Poufanar, 1818 Ziggy Star Pass, 199 Tank, 25 Barbie Roost, 252 Pignouf, 44 Green Bergen, 53 Buzz, 66 Flash Blondie, 678 Mad Giver. The match will begin in 1 minute. Donc le match commence dans 1 minute. On peut voir que Nantes est déjà prêt sur la ligne de match, sur la ligne de jam avec Ziggy Star Pass. So the match will begin in less than 1 minute and we have Nantes already ready on the jam line with Ziggy Star Pass for star, and the official with the beginning of the match, and we are from Malmö, Fania Slice. And it's time to begin. And we go! Fania Slice take the front of the pack very fast. Fania jump through the pack and take the lead. And Ziggy take a cut. No! So it's the first power jam on the first lead. Power jam for Crime City. Malmö in yellow, and Fania come on the pack to take the first point. Fania pass and make for 4 first points of the match. The assist of the blocker Fania. And it was a fault for the 6-6 of Nantes. Un forearm, donc la bloqueuse de Nantes 6-6 a pris un forearm. Et Ziggy Star Pass, he was come back on the track and made the initial pass. Fania called the end of the jam. Ziggy don't have the time to score, and Fania made 4 more points. 12 for the first jam of the match. Malmö already on the track with Spino, and it's Adrenalines for Nantes. Donc on a Adrenalines pour Nantes et Spino pour Malmö. They are all on the jam line, and Spino and Adrenalines fight for the lead. Adrenalines on the front of the pack, Spino very far, and Spino take the lead. And Adrenalines try to find a way to escape. There are only 3 blockers of Nantes. Now it's 4 blockers of Nantes. Little assist from Spino. And Adrenalines don't have the time to take point. Spino called the end of the jam with only 2 points. 1 point? 1 or 2 points? 2 points. 2 points for Spino. Malmö is fast to come on the jam line, and it's Lil Mad who jam. And for Nantes, who we have? We have... oh, tac, I can see it. For Nantes, we have Pignouf and Nasty. Blocker of Malmö made a fault. Pignouf are on the front of the pack. The fall. Lil Mads continue to push the Nantes blockers. Pignouf spin in the front of the pack and try to find a way to escape and take the first lead of Nantes. The number 171 of Nantes take a direction, and Pignouf come back on the track, on the pack to score. They recycle. Lil Mad not find a way to escape for the moment against 2 blockers of Nantes. Oh, there are only 2 blockers of Nantes on the track and 2 blockers of Nantes still on the prison penalty box. And Pignouf called the end of the jam. 0 for Malmö and 3 for Nantes. Nantes open the score. Their score. But Nantes begin with only 2 blockers on the track. Spino is a blocker. Sorry. I make a mistake. So for the moment we have Vanilla Slice for Malmö against Buzz for Nantes. And Vanilla take the lead, fast lead. Buzz is very near to Vanilla. Half track? No, less than half track. It's a speed. Fania make a little jump and call the end of the jam with 3 points for Fania and 0 for Buzz. It was very, very fast take points. So we have Ziggy Star Pass for Nantes and still Fania for... Oh, Malmö. It's still Fania who charm for Malmö. And Ziggy push, but Fania take the lead in first. And Ziggy continue to push and pass. No! Ziggy made a cut. It's power jump for Malmö, again for Fania. Second of the match. And there are... Malmö keep a blocker of Nantes at the back of the pack and made the other one out of play. Fania come back, fall, and continue to jump and find a way, go outside, inside, outside, inside. Ziggy is stand on the penalty box and Fania made the score pass and come back on the Nantes pack. Ziggy come back on the track, the star in the end, and try to find an escape, but now he was recycled at the end of the pack. Fania continued to push and finally find an escape and mark 4 more points. Ziggy continue to find a way out of play, and Ziggy finally down his initial. Fania come back on the track, will try to mark some point, but finally call the end of the jam. And it's 3 more points for Fania and 0 for Ziggy. On the jam line for Malmö, we have the number 474 Wolf, and for Nantes 1-2 Adrenalines. Donc nous avons Adrenalines pour Nantes et Wolf pour Malmö. And let's go. And Adrenalines is on the front of the pack and take the lead. Wolf with his block and already made. No, not a star pass. He made. Wolf made a feint, and Adrenalines take a little speed to cross the pack of Malmö, and almost. How many points Adrenalines made? 3. 3 points for Adrenalines, 0 for Malmö. On the jam line for this jam we have Pignouf, and for Malmö I can see there are too much people on the jam line. And we have number 800 Sky Queen for the Malmö. Sky Queen would take the lead, and it's one box for blocker of Nantes. Pignouf fall outside of the track and has been recycled by Malmö. Sky Queen come back on the pack to take some point and pass and score 4 points. Pignouf is still on the initial pass, and Pignouf tried to block Sky Queen, but Sky Queen crossed the pack and score 4 more points. Pignouf still try to find an escape, and little jump for Sky Queen to pass a blocker of Nantes. Pignouf have found a way to escape, but it's the end of the jam. Sky Queen have made 12 points, 12 and 0 for Nantes. We have Fania slice for Malmö against Buzz for Nantes. And we go again. Wow, speed lead for Fania outside, and Buzz is near to find a way. And now there's too much blocker in front of Buzz. Fania come back on the pack and try to push, impact, and Buzz finally find a way to do the initial in outside. An assist for Fania, and Fania already called the end of the jam. It was only 3 points for Fania, 0 for Buzz. It was a fast jam this time. We have from Malmö the number 5, Lil Mads, and Ziggy star pass for Nantes. And we go, and it was a very quick initial pass for the two jammers, but it's Lil Mads who have the jam, and Ziggy pass front of Lils, a lead called the end of the jam. For the moment, we have two teams who can fight hardly. It was beautiful to see, it was very cool to see this playing. Donc pour le moment, on a deux teams qui se battent super bien et qui arrivent vraiment à se défendre sur le track. On a 47 pour Malmö à 6 pour Nantes, les Duchesses. Ce n'est que le début du match, donc nous avons encore beaucoup de temps pour remonter ce score. Nous sommes actuellement en official timeout. Et j'espère que nous allons pouvoir reprendre rapidement. Donc for the moment we have an official timeout. And I hope we can go back on the game fast. I hope it will be good. There are hurts from the player. I hope you're enjoying the match. Even it feels very fast and I can see everything. I think we need to see again the match another time to see what happened on all the track. Because like an old match we have a lot of level. It's hard to see everything. It's very fast. I hope you can follow everything of what happens. You know. Okay, the player who was hurt can. The player who was hurt is finally stand and go back on his player corner, and we can go back to the match. We have Adrenalines for Nantes and Wolf for Malmö. All the blockers are on the jam line. It's very near of each other. I don't know where is the people. And it's begin with the fights. Adrenalines try the outside and pass the outside. It's a lead for Nantes, a quick start pass for Malmö. And the Pirates made the initial pass so fast. And Adrenalines try the same thing that all the time to make a little speed and pass and call the end of the jam. 3 more points for Nantes. We have Fania Slice who come back on the track with Pignouf for Nantes. And we go again. Fania Slice at the front of the pack. A multiplayer was down to a blocker of Malmö, and it was Pignouf who take the lead. Fania Slice at the back of the pack and finally pass down the initial. Pignouf come back on the track to take some point on the pack, and call the end of the jam. We have 1 blocker of Malmö in the box, so Malmö begin at only 3. It's Lil Mads who jam for Malmö, and it was Buzz for Nantes. And it's go again. Buzz push and find a way to escape in the front of the pack and take the lead. Lil Mad use the assist of the other blocker. Buzz come back on the track and already call the end of the jam. It was very quick jam. The blocker of Malmö has just the time to go outside of the penalty box. And we go again. We have Ziggy Star Pass for Nantes, and for Malmö we are, I forget the name, Sky Queen. Sky Queen for Malmö, Ziggy Star Pass for Nantes. 4 blockers in each team. And Sky Queen inside at the front of the pack. Ziggy try to find a way. Outside, inside. Sky Queen push in front. Ziggy Star Pass come back near to Sky Queen. Oh no, everyone fall. It's okay, no one hurts. Sky Queen. Oh no, Sky Queen go outside Ziggy too. Two blockers have been recycled at the end of the pack. The Sky Queen can enter faster than Ziggy. And it's time to push again. Sky Queen was not outside. Little spin to stay inside. And now Ziggy made a cut and it was Sky Queen who take the lead. It's been almost 1 minute with no lead. And Sky Queen Sky Queen come back to score and call the end of the jam. It will be a start in a power jam from Malmö. A power jam from Malmö. Ooh. Which star will do the power jam? It's Fania Slice. And we are 4 blockers for each team. And we go for the power jam. And Fania take the lead. A fast lead in less than 5 seconds. Ziggy is stand, ready to go. And Fania already made 4 points. It was fast. No time. Ziggy come back on the pack to down the initial and try to block Fania. But Fania continue to go. Ziggy fall. And Fania continue to try to make some point. And Fania go outside of the pack. Ziggy too. Ziggy down the initial. Fania come back on the pack to made some point and finally call the end of the jam. 4 points for Fania, 0 for Ziggy. And we have Wolf for Malmö and Pignou for Nantes. And we go. Pignou are in the front of the pack. Wolf now, and Pignou take the lead. Wolf already on the start touch. A blocker of Malmö was on the box. Pignou come back to take some point. No, it was not a back block. And Pignou down. Pignou score 4 points. It was a star pass for Malmö. Who jam now? It was Nordberg, but not time for Nordberg to score some points. It's already the end of the jam. Pignou down 8 points on this jam. 8? Only 8? I believe it was more. Okay, only 8. We are for Nantes, Adrenalines, and for Malmö, we are the number 5, Lil Mads. Lil Mads again, MacGyver. Go be recycled, Nantes, and Adrenalines take the lead. Was it Lil Mads tried to done a star pass, but it's not done for the moment. Adrenalines come back on the pack and try to score the point. And now back block for Adrenalines, back on the go on the penalty box. It's a power jam for Lil Mads. And it will be a 2-minute jam. It's an out of play for the front pack of Nantes, and Lil Mads made the initial. Lil Mads come back on the pack, blocked by one blocker of Nantes, two, three blocker of Nantes. Adrenaline is stand on the box. Adrenaline is outside of the box, come back on the track, and it's for the point pass. Adrenaline is done for the first pass. 4 points from Nantes. Lil Mads is still blocked on the pack. Adrenaline cross the pack of Malmö and score 4 more points. Lil Mads is still blocked on the pack, still blocked. Oh no, Adrenaline was been recycled at the end of the pack. There are no long pack, but there are still little pack. Lil Mads is still blocked by Nantes, try to find a little way inside outside, and it's the end of the pack. 4 points for Lil Mads and 4 more points for Adrenaline. It was 12 points jam for Nantes. So for Nantes we have Buzz with jam, and for Malmö we have Fania Slice. And we go. Buzz try to find a way inside, but Fania is still at the front of the pack. And Fania fight with the shoulder. Little inside, little outside. Out of play for Nantes, and Fania take the lead. Buzz is still at the back of the pack. We fight to find a little way to escape. Fania come back on the pack. The impact of the Nantes was strong. And Fania asked to his blocker little help. And Buzz done the initial pass. It was done for Buzz. And Malmö, the blocker of Malmö come help Fania, who take the point with a little jump, little apex. And Fania score 4 points. Oh, 1 point for Buzz. Good job. Buzz was fast. For take the 1 point. We are on the jam line. Sky Queen and for Malmö, and for Nantes we have Pignouf. Oh, it's an official timeout. What happened? What happened? Track problem? I can't say it to you. Donc nous sommes actuellement en official timeout. L'official timeout vient de finir. Nous allons pouvoir, pour notre plus grand plaisir, repartir dans le jeu. Et merci Albaneux, nous adorons pouvoir retransmettre le derby dans le monde entier grâce au stream. And we go again, Pignouf against Sky Queen. Pignouf go on the front of the track. Sky Queen have been recycled at the end. Pignouf fight against 4 blockers. Sky Queen only 3, but the 4th blocker of Nantes are here. Sky Queen have been recycled a little more, again and again. Oh no, Pignouf too. Oh, and it was a cut for Pignouf and a power jam for Malmö, and they are blocker of Nantes on the penalty box. And Pignouf pass. And Pignouf, no, not Pignouf, what I said. Sky Queen pass and take the lead. Then one blocker of Nantes at the end of the pack, and Pignouf, Sky Queen call the end of the match. We are still Pignouf on the box. It's a power jam to Malmö, and it's a power jam for Fania Slice. We have only 3 blockers of Nantes in the power block and 4 of Malmö in the power jam, and Fania Slice already take the jam. Less than 2 minutes. Fania is very fast jammer and already take the 4 points. Pignouf is come back on the track and try to down the initial. Fania already come back and score 4 more points. Where is Pignouf? Pignouf are in the end of the pack. And oh wow, jolly little juke. And finally, Fania already pass. I can see her. I can see Fania pass. It's impressive. Pignouf down the initial pass. Oh. Fania try to pass, but no, and call the end of the jam. There are 1 point for Fania, 1 point for Pignouf. And there are an official review. I will go to see what happened. Okay, so Nantes ask a pack block for Fania on the last impact at the enter of the jam on the pack. Donc Nantes demande un back block de Fania, la jammeuse de Malmö, la jammeuse de jam de Malmö sur son dernier impact quand elle est rentrée dans le pack. Donc là les officiels sont en train d'en discuter. Recension pour savoir si cette fois-ci c'est Nantes qui va commencer en Power Jam. What will happen?
They call it a sport, but we know better. It's a symphony of dedication, grit, and heart.
The answer is given to the coach. And no back block give to Fania. We will go back with all the players on the jam line. And we have for Malmö Wolf and Buzz. Yes, Buzz for Nantes. And we go again. Oh wow, Wolf pass to in the inside. I don't see Wolf pass. Buzz follow Wolf very near. It's speed race at this time. Malmö Nantes. 1 point for Wolf. 0 for Buzz. Wolf tried to take a little point before call the end of the jam. And Fania Slice come back on the track against Adrenalines. And we go. Fania Slice at the end of the front of the pack. Adrenalines was fall outside and recycle. And Fania with the little jump, pass and take the lead. Adrenalines still try to find an escape, and finally down the initial pass in the outside. Fania already made made a score pass with 4 points. We have Lil Mad for Malmö and Pignou for Nantes. We have no box actually. So the 4 blockers of each teams are on the track. And it's time to go, and we go. Lil Mads. Oh no, it was Pignou in the front of the pack who fight against the pivots of Malmö, and it was a box for a blocker of Nantes, and Pignou take the lead. Lil Mad are still a block on the track, and Pignou made an apex for pass, impressive. Oh no, it was a cut. Pignou made a cut during the apex, and it's another power jam for Malmö. It will be 2-minute jam, and Lil Mad's done the initial pass and come back on the pack to done the score pass. And it's done, score pass. Lil Mad's. Okay, Pignou is stand. Lil Mads come back on the pack to score pass. Lil Mads fight in the pack of Nantes. Little assist of Malmö, little, but the other block of Malmö is ready to welcome Pignou. Put Pignou outside and recycle. And Pignou continue to push, try to pass. Outside, inside, and down the 4-point pass. Where is Lil Mad? Lil Mad is on the older blocker. Pignou come back and try and find a way to escape. Like if everyone just let her pass. Pignou come back again, and Lil Mad is still blocked on the pack. And the clock go at the end. It was 4 points for Lil Mad, and how many for Pignou? How many more points for Pignou? Oh, I don't know. I can say, no, it was 8 points for Lil Mad, sorry. And how many? I can see the referees. It's an official timeout to know how many points Pignou have made on the last jam. Donc actuellement on est en official review car les officiels se questionnent pour savoir combien de points a mis Pignou exactement et à quel moment je pense son cut a eu lieu et savoir si son premier passage à 4 points a compté. So there are only 10 points for Pignou. The problem is down. We can go back on the game. And we have Buzz from Nantes against Fania Slice from Malmö. And we go again. Fania Slice is still so fast. And fall for everyone actually. Buzz are on the front of the pack. What happened? And it's an illegal contact for a blocker of Malmö, and Fania take the lead. Buzz is not very far, Fania. Fania gives some information to his blocker, go put outside, and finally call the end of the jam. And Fania, how many points Fania does take? How many points? 1 point for Fania just before being put outside by the blocker. We don't have Malmö on the jam line actually, and it's not the half time, so Malmö take a team timeout. So we have less than 1 minute to rest, take a breath. Donc Malmö a actuellement pris un team timeout et c'est Malmö qui a un bloqueur en box. On peut voir les bloqueurs, les joueuses de Nantes sur la ligne, prêts à en découdre. Et ça va repartir très fort, je pense. Alors... Okay, and we go again. Malmö come back on the track, and it's Fania Slice to go back again on the track against Adrenalines from Nantes. It's a 5 seconds time. And we go! A fight against Fania and Adrenalines behind the jam line. Fania try a way to pass Adrenalines, and Adrenalines come back on the front and take the lead. It's a lead for Adrenalines. Fania is still blocked at the end of the pack. Fania put the cover on his hand. Adrenalines come back on the pack to try. Adrenalines just make a little breath before cross the pack. Fania still try to down star pass, but it's not down. Adrenalines come back on the track. Like all time, Adrenalines take a little time before impact the pack and try to pass. Like if Adrenalines just watch where is the better way to pass, and again, where is Fania? Fania is still on the pack, but still blocked by Nantes. And star pass for Malmö, Adrenalines pass, and call the end of the jam. It was 8-point jam for Nantes and 0 for Malmö. And it's already the half time. It was very fast. I don't see the time pass. It's a moment to go drink something, eat something, and I can see you later in the 50 minutes. No, less 40. In 14 minutes I can see you again.
They call it a sport, but we know better. It's a symphony of dedication, grit, and heart. Tuned to one another in a composition of chaos on a stage built for progress. Athlete-driven innovation from the first whistle to the final score. Every hit, every fall, every win, every loss, every team, every season, everybody. We've got you covered.
The right helmet is super important to me because I'm a big fan of my brain and I want to protect it.
I'm gonna plug in the new deep cover helmet because it's amazing. That's the one helmet that I feel like I can adjust like perfectly and then I don't have to worry about it.
Your head, your noggin, it's your life. When I play, if I am thinking about the game and not thinking about what I'm wearing, I am on fire.
Our heads are so important, so I think it's really important to have a helmet that fits you. It just feels like nothing's on my head. I feel protected. It's definitely a great helmet. It feels like it was made for me.
This fits my head. I feel really safe in this. I can adjust it on the fly. It also comes in a lot of cool colors.
It feels very snug. I don't know, it's not like a tight helmet, it's like really like a hug that just has so many fitting arrangements, like it changes everything.
It landed where it needed to land. It protected me at the back of my skull. I just never felt more safe than I did with the deep cover.
The smaller shell size means that my head is not 12 times bigger than it should be. It feels snug, it feels safe. When I tried it on, I was like, this is the greatest helmet of all time. I'm never taking it off.
I think Triple Eight is doing an awesome job listening to the skaters.
They're listening to the athletes and they're listening to the things that make us feel safe.
Hello again, everyone. We will go back again on the match. It's the end of the halftime. We have 101 for Malmö and 57 for Nantes Les Duchesses. And on the jam line we have Fania Slice and Adrenalines. And we go again for the second part of the match. Adrenalines are on the front of the pack, Fania at the back. And Fania go outside, inside. And finally Fania take the lead. Adrenalines is not very far, Fania. And Fania try to take some points. 1 point take for Fania and 0 for Adrenalines. Each team are very fast to come on the jam line. We have Ziggy Star Pass for Nantes against Wolf for Malmö. And we go again. Ziggy try to pass on the outside line and it's passed. Ziggy take the lead. And Fania and Wolf already done the star pass. That's the number 2, 3. It's Pinot this time. Pinot has been recycled and blocked by Nantes, and Ziggy scored for the point. Pinot the cover are full and Pinot tried to give back on the end, and Ziggy already made score 4 more points. Wolf are blocked on the Nantes pack, and Ziggy come back, try to pass, try to play. Pino try to, no, it's Reno try to block Ziggy also, and Ziggy push Malmö blocker, and 4 more points for Nantes. And Ziggy come back on the pack and try to pass again and pass in the outside line. Reno is still blocked on the initial pass. And it's moment to Ziggy to make an apex. And Ziggy have 4 more points. 20 points on the jam. Why? Okay. Reno try to push outside Ziggy and recycle him. Recycle Ziggy. But Ziggy was faster. Reno continue to fight and try to pass, and it's the end of the jam. And Ziggy made 3 more points. It's a 23 jam point. 23 point jam. And 0 from Malmö, no initial. And on this jam now we have Buzz from Nantes and Sky Queen from Malmö. And we go again. Oh no, Buzz have been recycled. Sky Queen on the back of the pack try to find an escape. Buzz put feet outside, but it's not enough to be recycled. Sky Queen push, and Buzz take the lead. Sky Queen have the cover on the end, and it was a back block for Sky Queen, a power jam for Nantes. It's a power jam for Nantes, and Buzz pass under the hip width and made fast pass for the first score pass. It was 4 points, and come back on the pack. Hoorah! Buzz tried to pass, but one of his blockers push another blocker of Malmö on his head, and Buzz called the end of the jam. There are still the blocker, the jammer, Sky Queen of Malmö in the box for less than 10 seconds, and 1 blocker of Malmö. And there are no official timeout. Maybe for on the Buzz pass to know it's down, but it seems to be okay. No, it's not okay. It's a moment to speak. The official. Donc actuellement nous sommes en official review timeout, pour savoir, pour se questionner sur l'arrivée de Buzz dans le pack. Et je pense qu'ils sont en train de discuter de ça, de savoir à quel point c'était légal ou pas. Et donc, grand questionnement en ce moment. Et non, nous ne ferons pas de match ennuyant. Nous sommes là pour profiter du beau derby. Nantes est prêt sur la ligne de jam. Et Malmö, je sais pas. I don't know what done Malmö, but the officials seems to they are the coach of each team in the inside of the track. Okay, it's maybe to give some information to each coach. Okay, it's time to go. We go back again on the match. Like you can see, 102 for Malmö, Crime City, and 84 for Nantes, the Duchesse. So we have Sky Queen on the box for Malmö and Pignou for Nantes on the jam line. And we begin on the star on the power jam, and Pignou take the lead, but it was the fault when the blocker of Nantes go on the penalty box. Pignou made the first pass, and Sky Queen finished the initial pass. Pignou come back on the pack to take some point and equal the end of the jam. 0 point for Malmö. How many points for Nantes? The officials still discuss 2 points for Nantes. It was a 6-point jam for Nantes. And we have Adrenalines against Fania Slice, and Fania Slice already take the lead. Adrenalines pass Malmö faster. Fania already come back on the pack and take the point and call the end of the jam. It's less enough time for the blocker of Nantes to go to exit of the penalty box. Lil Mad is on the jam line with or against a Ziggy Star pass for Nantes. And Ziggy tried to find a way in a foul, and Ziggy take the lead in front of the pack. Lil Mad have the cover on the end. El Ziggy is on the pack again from score 4 points. Lil Mad is still blocked on the pack, try to make a star pass, but still not. Ziggy come back on the pack, past the blocker of Nantes, and it was a direction for the Pirates of Malmö who go on the penalty box. So Lil Mad is still the jammer, still blocked on the pack, and Ziggy continue to made some. Oh, big fall on the track. Okay, everything is stand, everything is good, and Ziggy continue to score point. Find a little space to pass, and he find little space to pass and call the end of the jam. It was how many points of this jam? Oh wow! Oh, 106 for each team. But no, it was impressive jam from Ziggy. Impressive, everyone have the same score. It's time for an official timeout, Little West. I don't know if you heard, there are a lot of people in the place where we are. You can see there are a lot of people. We are here to support each team because it was an impressive match. Like I said, two teams, 106. Nantes, in the beginning of the second part, I've tried to make so many points. Oh, there are one blocker of Nantes in penalty box. It's 3 blocker for Nantes against 4 for Malmö. We will go again, and we have Buzz for Nantes, a Sky Queen for Malmö. Oh, I'm so excited to see the next. Okay, they begin far strong, and fast. Sky Queen try to find a little way to escape. Buzz 2, they are very near of their direction for yellow blocker. And Ziggy take the lead. No, Buzz take the lead. Sky Queen is recycled at the back of the pack. Buzz come back to score some points. And like all time, he got down. The last blocker of Nantes come back on the track. Try to find the rest of the blocker of Nantes. Ziggy try to find an escape. Lil Mad is still on the initial pass, and Lil Mad's done the initial pass just before Ziggy called the end of the jab. 4 more points for Ziggy. It's a lead change. Nantes have 110 points against 106 for Malmö. So, sorry, we have Fania Slice for Malmö against Pignot for Nantes, who fight for the lead. The Malmö are now at 4 blockers. There are multiplayer for black blocker for Nantes. Nantes are already 3 blockers. Where is Fania? Fania, Fania take the lead this time. Pignot is still blocked on the Malmö defense. Fall 1-2. And Fania let's come back and take 4 points. We are again in equality. There are a lot of tweets on this moment. Another fault for the Nantes blocker. Fania come back on the pack to take 4 more points, and we have a lead change again. Pignot is still on the initial pass, then the cover on the head, and Fania come back and take 4 more points. The two teams are very strong and continue to try to fight again and again, to pass, to block. There are another blocker of Nantes in the box, but the 2 other is come back on the pack, so we have 3 blocker against, and again 3. There are blocker of Malmö who go back on the penalty box. And Fania try to make an out of play, and it's done. 4 more points for Fania. And Pignot have not made the initial pass for the moment. Fania will continue. There are only 10 seconds at the clock, and it's end of the jam. Fania made 12 points. 12 points for Fania, 0 for Pignot. Oh no, sorry. 12-3. 23. 23 points for Fania. We have on the jam line. Who have on the jam line? Wolf for Malmö and Adrenalines for Nantes. And we go again. Wolf look at a little in the back to block Adrenalines and continue to fight against the blocker of Nantes. What happened now? Oh. And Adrenalines take the lead. And a fast star pass for Wolf. And 1 blocker of Nantes in the penalty box. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's go. Adrenalines is just behind the blocker. Try to take some speed with the blocker. Not, and fall but call the end of the jam. How many points? 0 for Crime City, 3 for Nantes. Woo. There are still 1 blocker of Nantes in the penalty box for less than 10 seconds. And on the jam line we have Ziggy Star Pass for Nantes and Fania Slice for Malmö. And Fania slice just cross the pack and take the lead. And Ziggy Starpass follow Fania for near. The last blocker of Nantes come back on the pack, and Fania go fast to take some points more, just before call the end of the jam. 3 more points for Fania, 0 for Ziggy Starpass. I never see a match like that. So much pressure on so less time. We have on the jam line Buzz for Nantes and Sky Queen for Malmö. And we go again. Sky Queen try to push at the beginning of the track, at the pack, and it's Buzz who take the lead. And Fania go outside. No, Fania has been recycled by Nantes at the back of the pack. Buzz come back on the pack for the score pass. They are all the blocker in the same. All blocker in the same space. There are direction for black blocker. It's blocked for the moment. Fania, Sky Queen done the initial pass, but is still on the score pass. And Buzz called the end of the jam. 0 point for Malmö, and how many points for Nantes? Where is the jam ref of Nantes? Jam ref! 3 points from Nantes. I see your message in the chat, and I can say all the team can continue to fight like they fight. Oh, there are team timeout for Malmö. A moment to rest. They need to rest. It's a very intensive match. There are 132 points for Crime City and 117 for Nantes. It's not a lot of. There are a lot of. It's very near score. You can do it on one jam. You can see. You have see it on the match. It's 15 points different. You can do it on 4 score pass, and we can have a lead change. But we need to done 4 score pass before. Donc on a vraiment que 15 points d'écart entre les deux équipes. Et ça fait vraiment en 4 passages marquants. We will go again. Malmö come on the track, and we have a Fania slice again against Pignouf for Nantes. We see a lot of Fania slice on the track. And it's time to go. A little fight against the blocker, and Fania slice with a whip on this blocker, take the lead. Pignouf is still at the on the track against the Malmö blocker. And Fania slice come back on the track, push. One blocker fall. Fania slice down. Pass. Try to pass again. And I asking how Fania slice down that. Fania slice push to stay on the track. And finally down the score pass. Pignouf is still on the pack. No initial pass for the moment for Pignouf. And Fania is on the blocker by Nantes, and Pignouf finally done the initial pass. Fania slice finally called the end of the jam with 8-point jam. We can see on the jam line for Malmö, Wolf, and for Nantes, Adrenalines. We can see the jammer fight for the position of the jam line. And we go. Everyone, it's not move now. And Adrenalines take the lead. Adrenalines fall, but take the lead. And decide to call the end of the jam. It was very 10-second jam. So no point for no one. And we have for Nantes, Ziggy Star Pass and Fania Slice for Malmö. I'm so happy to see them jam. It was so cool. And we go. Fania push everyone in the front and take the fast lead. Ziggy are not very near against two blockers of Malmö. No, it's C. Down. Initial pass is down for Matt Ziggy. Fania Slice come back on the track, on the pack. Take the point and call the end of the jam. Fast jam, 4 points. We can see on the jam line Sky Queen. Where is the jammer of? Is there no jammer for Nantes? What's happened? A team timeout. A team timeout for Nantes. Nantes doesn't have a jammer for the moment, so they take a team timeout for time to have a jammer on the jam line. It's better for jam. I don't see if Nantes have still some team timeout. I can't say to you, but it's a little moment to rest. Yes, Nantes have still all the timeouts they want. So we have still 10 minutes on the match and everything is possible for the moment. And it's time to go again. And we go. Sky Queen on the front of the pack, try to pass. Oh no! It's a cut for Sky Queen, so it's a power jam for Buzz. It's time for power jam. Buzz is pushed outside, continue to cross the pack. And Buzz take the lead. It's a lead for Nantes. Buzz come back on the pack and cross the blocker of Almame. Oh no, not enough. And decide to call the end of the jam with only 3 points. But Ziggy Star Pass can begin in a power jam cause Sky Queen is still on the penalty box. No, it's not Ziggy. Where is Ziggy? Ah, Ziggy is Oh, we have still the 4 blockers of each team on the pack. Ziggy can take a little speed, try to pass. And done the initial pass and take the lead. Sky Queen come back on the pack fast. And oh no, it's been recycled by the rest of the Nantes. Ziggy come back. Oh, it's a new fault. It's a catch for Sky Queen. A still power jump for Nantes. It's time to make some points to come back. What happened? Forearm for blocker of Malmö. There are 3 blockers for Ziggy against 3 blockers for Nantes too. And Ziggy finally called the end of the jam with the 4 points. It's 124 against 144. Wow. We have Adrenalines who come on the track against Sky Queen still on the box. We have 3 blockers of Malmö on the track and 4 of Nantes. And Adrenaline cross the pack and take the lead. A fast lead for Adrenalines. Sky Queen exceed the box and Adrenalines come back on the track. On the pack. Sky Queen come on the pack and will try to down the initial pass. Adrenaline push in the front of pack and finally down the first scoring pass. Sky Queen is still blocked on the Nantes blocker and 1 non-blocker are on the prison on the penalty box. Sky Queen finally down the initial pass and Adrenalines continue to fight and finally decide to call the end of the jam. We have still 1 blocker of Nantes in the penalty box and Adrenalines down how many points? 1, 2, 3. 3 more points for Adrenaline. We have little more than 10 points and we have Pignuf on the jam line and we don't have Malmö on the jam line. So it's maybe time for a team timeout for Malmö. Malmö take the last team timeout then they have. It's maybe time to don the best strategy. Oh wow, it's so much pressure. It's very near. I can say everything is possible. In 7 minutes of match, yeah, everything is possible. if we if we have watched the stream, we can see 2 seconds of us in the stream table. I can say maybe all the team are tired. It's hard. It's difficult for every people. It's intensive match, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see this match with you and to commentary this match. So on the jam line we are from Malmö, Fania Slice and Pignuf for Nantes. And we go again. Fania Slice in the front of the jam on the pack and take the lead. Lead fast for Fania. She already done a fast. Oh! The jammer of Nantes go on the penalty box. So it's a power jump for Malmö. And it's power jump for Fania. Maybe Fania can score more than 20 points this time. Okay, second score pass for Fania. Third score pass for Fania. It's very fast pass. Okay, Pignuf come back on the track, on the pack. Fania have a little help. And a multiplayer for black blocker and Pignuf down initial pass and Fania just pass touch no one and down 20 points jam. We have on the jam line for Nantes, Buzz and for Malmö, Wolf. We have only 3 blockers for Nantes and 4 for Malmö. And we go again. Little assist for Wolf, but it doesn't work. But Wolf is on the front of the pack. And Wolf take the lead. Buzz fight against the blocker of Malmö, stay on the track. And it was a forearm. It was a forearm for Buzz. It's a new power jam for Malmö. A new power jam for Malmö. And Wolf score 4 more points. And it's time for Wolf to make 4 more points again. But for the moment, Wolf is blocked on the Duchess blockers, and Wolf decide to call the end of the jam for let Buzz in the penalty box. So we begin on the power jam for Malmö, and we have Fania Slice who come on the jam line. I'm excited to see how Fania will pass this time. And we go again. One blocker of Malmö of each blocker of Nantes, and Fania already take the lead. Buzz come back on the track, at the back, far away of the pack. With a little assist, Fania have only 2 blockers at pass. And Buzz done the initial pass. A fast initial pass for Buzz, who come back fast to maybe not take the point, but Fania only take 2 points for Fania. Buzz come back fast for only that. It's a team timeout for Nantes. Maybe just a moment to rest. A moment to offer a breath for Nantes. On the jam line, actually we have the 4 blocker of Nantes and 1 blocker of Malmö. Alone yellow people on the jam line. And we have Fania Slice who come back on the track against Ziggy Star Pass for Nantes. There are still 4 minutes jam, 4 minutes for the match. Fania began to be tired, I can see on the face. But I'm sure she's still strong. Okay, it's time for the 5 seconds. And we go. Fania are on the 4 against 4 blocker, but Fania take the lead, but it's Ziggy who go outside of the pack in the first. Ziggy Ziggy is determined, but Fania play the clock. And Fania stay on the jam line against Adrenalines. We have 172 for Crime City against 131s for Duchess. And we go for the jam. Adrenalines begins against Fania. Fania is blocked on the line by Nantes, but try to find a way to escape. Adrenaline push. Fania finally, no, Fania still on the Nantes pack. 1 blocker of Nantes in the penalty box, and finally Fania take the lead. It's a forearm for a blocker of Malmö. Adrenaline is still on the initial pass and play with the yellow blockers for finally done the initial pass. Fania finally called the end of the match with 4 points. 4 points scored by Fania, 0 for Adrenalines. And it's another timeout for Nantes. There are still 2 minutes in the match. And the coach of Nantes take all the timeout at the end of the match to offer a rest for all the team. It's an official review or? No, it's a timeout. No. Now it's an official timeout. Why? I don't know. I can say to you. Oh. Again, Fania slice. Fania will do all the jam at the end of the match, or what? Oh, it's not for me. So we still donc on est toujours en official timeout. Je peux pas vous dire pourquoi, mais les officiels ont l'air très déterminés à communiquer des informations entre eux. Sûrement parce que la fin de ce match va être très très intense. Comme dit, il reste 2 minutes de match. Et bon, ok, 40 points en 2 minutes, ça me paraît tendu. Mais on ne sait jamais, on a le droit de rêver. Je pense que les officiels savent que la fatigue va aussi venir, que ça va être plus compliqué, que ça va être plus intense. We can see the head ref talk to the coach. Maybe there are some faults, maybe there can fall out, I don't know. Oh, you can see Nantes. All the players of Nantes. Maybe we can see there are a lot of people in here. Hey, it's us. Hi. And all the team who play for this stream and all the people who are here, we can thank them. Yes, Arena is packed. We are Sunday. It's 4 p.m. almost 5, and a lot of people. Every people in Toulouse said, "Hey, come to see Derby. It's very cool." So we invite a lot of people. There are a lot of French people who come. There are all the other team who come. So yeah, a lot of people. And it's beautiful. It means there are a lot of people who like Derby, who love come see Derby. Okay, so I don't have follow what happened in the box. But we can go again on the match. It's time to fight. So we have Fania slice against Buzz. And we go again. All the pack is very packed. And Fania slice are EG and push. Try to find a little escape. And it's Buzz who take the lead. The last block of Malmö come back on the track and Buzz. Ooh, everyone fall. It's tired. Buzz continue to push. Fania find an escape. Pose a feet outside, but the blocker who push her outside is outside too. But Fania is recycle finally, and Buzz score 4 more points. 4 points. It was a star pass for Malmö. Star Plus who va down the initial pass, and Buzz will try to make some point before. No, it's okay. It was impressive impact, but not a big impact on the back. There are a forearm for Malmö blocker, and Buzz continue. And Buzz continue to score. There are one blocker of Malmö in the box. And it's Reno who are the star for the moment. Buzz come back on the pack. Reno try to block Buzz, but finally, okay, what happened? It was so Reno go on the penalty box for a head block, and Buzz make another start point pass and call the end of the jam, and will. So it was 147 for the Nantes, and someone take a timeout. It was Nantes take a timeout. Finally, they still have a one. So Nantes take a timeout to have the last jam. We won't see this last jam. Nantes begin the power jam. It's a power jam from Nantes. Oh wow, it was 16, yeah. Okay, I'm afraid. 16-point jam for Buzz at the last jam and 2 points for Reno. And Reno is now on the box. Buzz will begin alone on the jam line. Alone on the jammer, of course. We have on the box. We just have the jammer of Malmö. All the blockers are on the track. And Ziggy try to pass in outside. Finally in inside. Finally still on inside. Fania slice. Oh, and Ziggy take the lead. One blocker of Malmö in the box, one blocker of Nantes 2, and it's Fania Slice who have the pivots cover. Buzz pass the more part. Oh, it's Buzz score 4 more points. It's time for Reno to come back on the track with the star in the end. And down the initial pass, Ziggy Star Pass come back on the track for take some point. Everyone's full. What is it? And there are star pass for Fania Slice and 0 pass jam for the moment. And Ziggy take 4 more points. I'm sorry, I scream. Maybe they will run the time at the end of the clock. Just for the pleasure, Ziggy score 4 more points for Ziggy. And Ziggy continue to pass, and Fania decide to go far away to recycle Ziggy, and Ziggy just decide to wait. It's not time to be recycled, and it's the end of the jam, so it's also the end of the match. Ziggy scored 4 more points on this pass just before being pushed outside. And there's 3 points for Fania Slice. No, it's only 2 points for Ziggy, sorry. So we have 181 for Crime City and 161 for Nantes. They are still, no, now it's an official score. It's a final score. We can approach the two teams. It was a very good match. I was so happy to see it. And for the next match, we will have two teams who fight against a lot. We have Paris Roller Derby All-Star against Toulouse Nothing Toulouse. These two teams already fight against. Thanks to you to be here with me. With a little lucky, I will still be here for the next match. I will see you on how many time? I don't know. I don't know how many time I can see you again. It's a moment to take a rest, breath, and I will see you later.